I want the children in my classroom to feel a sense of belonging, inclusion, and ownership, and to always feel safe and comfortable. Children should be confident to build positive relationships with their peers and teachers, whilst exploring the way they best learn through creativity, hands-on play, authentic learning opportunities, collaboration, and communication. My class will have a focus on kindness and teamwork, always supporting one another and finding ways to work through problems together. My selected year level is Foundation. Setting up a classroom for Foundation students is extremely important, as this is their first impression of primary school, where they will start to build their expectations and hopes for what the rest of their schooling may be. It is so important that students feel welcome and a part of the class, where they can develop and learn, create and grow, as well as have fun with new friends. My vision statement and teaching philosophy has been influenced by constructivist theory, as well as Reggio Emilia and the Walker learning approach. These approaches all look at student-centered learning, where children are active in constructing their knowledge with a focus on social interactions and an interactive learning environment. Practical components. My classroom will consist of group tables for some activities, investigation stations for hands-on learning, a relaxation zone for quiet times, and a role-play area for social development. All furniture will be appropriately sized for children and placed around the room in a safe way to avoid hazards. Tables in the central area of the room will be round, which are easier and safer to move around. My room will encourage creativity, play, social development, and an overall environment where they feel good, welcome, and inspired. There are 3 main areas that I'm focusing on for this assignment. The first is a sensory area. This will develop fine motor skills and include several hands-on activities to progress in math and literacy. Things that will be included in this area are rice and sand trays to write letters and numbers with fingers, Play-Doh to make letters and numbers with, threading and sorting activities, blocks and puzzles. The second area is a relaxation zone. This will be an area of the classroom where students can go to chill out and read a book or cuddle soft toys and squishy sensory toys. This may be used for students needing to take a break from being around others, or if they are feeling tired or exhausted and just need some quiet time. The environment will include pillows, beanbags, teepees, soft lighting such as fairy lights, the option of music, and books and puzzles. The third zone is a role-play fruit shop. This real-life play area will be used to have social role plays, develop organisation skills, use pretend money, and explore healthy eating. Students can access props and dress-ups to become characters such as aprons, hats, and baskets. This area supports social play and cooperation. The teacher may set tasks for students to explore, such as how much money they will spend on fruit. Students can create signs for prices of fruit and use play money and a cash register. This is a great opportunity for the teacher to observe, play, and learning. These areas will be changed once or twice a term depending on children's interest levels, and children will have input and inclusion in the new areas' content and themes. Planning and implementing. Being proactive and organised in setting up this classroom is key. Having areas that are inviting and engaging will create interest to the children, and if the setting is attractive to them, they will be motivated to participate and learn as soon as they enter the room. Students will always begin with a tuning in session and conclude with a reflection about what they have learned or discovered. Ensuring things are accessible to children is important. Keeping in mind the height things are stored at and the ease in reaching things is necessary. Using colour and including the children in creating displays is something I would strive for. Students would often prefer to see signs they have made rather than something I've printed out. This will be something they can develop along the way as they progress with their learning. Further planning will occur once I have established the interests and likes of the students in my class, which will guide the investigations and inquiry stations, books, role plays, and displays as the year goes on. Providing learning that is based around the children's interests is a great way to build trust, give them ownership, show them that you respect their likes and want them to enjoy their classroom and learning. This is supported by the constructivist theory and is a student-centered approach where they are making choices and involved in decisions about the learning they are taking part in, which also aligns with Glass's choice theory. Supporting positive behaviour. When students are involved in the establishment of class expectations and consulted about their likes and interests, which are then incorporated in their learning, they will be much more engaged and less likely to behave in an undesirable way. When teachers create an environment where children feel safe and valued, they are more likely to engage in the work without behavioural issues. And when teachers work hard to build positive and authentic relationships with their students, they will respond positively and feel a sense of belonging and ownership in their classroom. A key theme in my classroom will be to choose kind. I will consistently model and encourage respectful and kind behaviour that promotes inclusiveness of all students. By offering the relaxation area, this will always be an option for children to use when they feel they are upset or overwhelmed, and provide them with a calm area to take some time until they feel ready to rejoin the class. Something I would love to do in my classroom is make a big sign saying "Choose Kind," with each letter to be made up of photos of the children's smiling faces. This will be displayed at the front of the room. Intentional teaching. Whilst this classroom is designed around student-centred learning, as the teacher I will be assessing their learning as they play and explore, then expanding on their discoveries. Before children go to their working areas, learning intentions will be discussed and questions can be posed for the students to explore. Post-activity discussions will direct further learning opportunities, and students will have the chance to share their learning with the class. It is important to include a mix of explicit instruction and active student-driven exploration. This is supported by the Walker Learning Method and ensures an authentic learning experience for the child. As a teacher, there will always be moments and opportunities to engage with the children whilst they are playing or working, to offer questions or comments which will further their learning, aligning with a scaffolding approach and offering some support when required. Connections to curriculum and policy documents. The Melbourne Declaration is an important document that directs the Australian curriculum. This document states two main goals for the success of educational outcomes for young Australians. These are: Goal 1, Australian schooling promotes equity and excellence. Goal 2, all young Australians become successful learners, confident and creative individuals, and active and informed citizens. I believe that my vision statement supports these goals and can help to achieve the sort of education outcomes Australia is striving for. In addition to this, the Victorian State Government Education and Training provides teachers and families with information on transitioning from kinder to prep. This is linked with both the Victorian curriculum and the Victorian Early Years Learning and Development Framework, so it is an important consideration for teachers establishing a foundation classroom environment. The transition workshop states the importance of relationships between students, teachers and families, as well as ensuring child-centred approaches to transitions and learning. These are both very important to my philosophy to teaching and I believe support the inclusions I've made to my classroom environment.